about something y'all like, stop talking about me. Since y'all hate a bitch so much, the way broke bitches coming for me know it gotta be free. But I get paid when I show up. Press, stress, success, I got them. Everything I do, keep another bitch talking. Watching my back, cause these dudes be stalking. Watching my plate, got these broke hoes starving. Damn, you hoes hate me. Riding dick so hard, having babies. Y'all bitches so stop it. Making everything but a deposit, yeah. Killing bitches, send them to the gulag. Hot girl shit, never let them cool off. Make them do what I say, he my voodoo dog. Back shots, balcony, we don't care who saw. One thing about me that you need to know, I ain't nothing like none of these average hoes, cause I fucking want to if they ask me why. Talk about something y'all like, stop talking about me.
All right.
Since y'all hate a bitch so much, the way broke.
All right, some of y'all just woke up. Here's the deal. We talked about this story when it first came out because there were a lot of HBCU people who were shading the University of Southern California's Cardinal Divas like, oh, they stealing from HBCU. This is cultural appropriation. First of all, how in the hell can you culturally appropriate something when you black? It's just the dumbest thing in the world. So folks are all upset about this all-black majorette dance team at the University of Southern California. And they want to do what they do. So, you know, Princess Isis, second-year student at USC, Princess Isis Lang, she formed the dance team to create a space for black culture at USC. Went viral, of course, when she tweeted it, and it led to all kind of stuff, you know, people tripping and acting a fool. And so I said, hey, let's get her on the show. I immediately sent her a DM saying, hey, I'd love to have you on. So we finally were able to get her here. So Princess Lang, glad to have you on the show. And so it's been some time now since this came out. I mean, were you surprised at the ridiculous reaction of HBCU folk who were like, y'all were somehow stealing what was special to HBCUs?
Yes, I was very surprised. I was surprised that we even went viral, period. I was just, happy to showcase what we're doing. But to see all the negativity come in, it was pretty crazy because all of these false things that they were saying, not just about me, but about the team, it was just really disheartening to see that our own people were trying to knock us down when we're trying to build up and showcase black art. And it was pretty interesting to see everything happen the way it did.
It's like perfect example. There's somebody on our YouTube channel, Miss Tanya. She just said, I don't think USC school can appreciate these. Hold on. I don't think USC school can appreciate these sister dancing. Just my take. How in the heck? You don't even know what you. First of all, this notion as if there are not dance teams at PWIs is just dumb.
Yeah. We're all here, so I can't really say too much on it. I don't know what their goal is.
I mean, so just be clear. You were black before you got to USC, right?
Yes.
And I take
black.
And I take it you were dancing before you got to USC.
Yes. Before college, before high school, before middle school, been dancing, been doing majorette. So it's been in my blood this whole time.
And that was the point that I made when this first came out. I said, y'all act like dance teams somehow started at HBCUs. There have been dance teams in elementary school, middle school, high school. I said, dance teams didn't start at HBCUs. Hell, you had dance teams back in the tribes in Africa. The reason it bothers me is because, and then there were people who were saying, well, if y'all want to do that, why didn't you go to HBCU? My deal is we can bring blackness wherever we want to bring it in any space at any time.
Exactly. It wasn't in God's plan for me to go to an HBCU, and that happens for a lot of students around the world, around the country. So I made sure that wherever I ended up, I was going to be black in that space. And I was also going to continue to create black spaces for us and be a black voice no matter where I was. So it doesn't matter if I'm at a PWI or an HBCU because the skin color did not change and it's not going to change. And neither are my goals for my own community.
So do y'all perform are y'all an official part of the university? Do y'all perform at games? How does that work?
Yeah, we're an official student organization at USC. So we perform in the stands at the games, and we're also going to be at the basketball games as well. So really right now, I'm just trying to get us on the field to get a halftime performance.
Oh, yeah, that'll be fine. That'll be fine. All right, let me take some questions from our panels. Let's see here. I'll start with Teresa.
Well, thank you so much for creating the excitement and the buzz. I'm really honestly just hoping for the next dance. So I think it's a shakeup, and it also created the conversation. So again, kudos to you. But yes, I want to see something more.
Absolutely. We have been in the studio almost every day, practicing, working, and really working and practicing. So at our next performance, we're doing another dance, something new, exciting. So that's really all we can do is really just work and push ourselves.
Now I know Reese was really trying to jam to that song when we played y'all video, because you know Reese can be ratchet. And I'm sorry, what was your phrase, Reese? Reese was like, yeah, I can twerk and talk politics.
I like to twerk and vote. That's what I said. I like twerk, I like to vote.
She likes to twerk and vote, and she likes to be ratchet and to cuss. And she could be ratchet and just coming back from Greece. All right, Reese, go in that. Go ahead.
Well, I have to say, I'm a Bruin, so typically I wouldn't root for SC. But I do stand in solidarity with you.
They keep beating y'all ass though. But I'm sorry, go right ahead. My bad. I'm sorry.
Not in those rankings. But anyways, no, but seriously, I salute what you're doing. And, you know, can you talk just a little bit about the fact that it's a black, I mean, you guys created a black majorette team. And this just isn't like something like, Step Up, or I don't know, one of them white dance movies where y'all go teach all the white folks all the black moves. This is an actual, and I'm not saying that you're excluding anybody, but this is a more so black centered organization with black ladies a part of it. And I know going to UCLA, how you have to find community there with black students because you are the minority. And then the other thing I just want to say is Black Twitter has these arguments every week. Every week we have the HBCU versus PWI, light skin versus dark skin, biracial is not black. These are all the same damn arguments people have every time. And so never ever, not that you would, but never ever let whatever people are chattering about stop you doing from what you're doing, especially when you are being your authentic self and really leaning into what is your birthright.
Thank you. To speak on everything with the team and things like that, creating this team, it was because I realized that at USC we're having all of these conversations about diversity and inclusion, but I didn't see any action taking place behind these meetings and panels. So this was my time to step up as not just a student, but as a Black girl anywhere, to be able to say, well, if I don't see the space, then I'm going to create it because I know I'm not the only girl that feels like this. And so it really took me, 3 years to get this really finalized and out there, because this was something that really meant a lot to me. So I made sure to put in the hard work, the dedication, the resources, everything that I could possibly do to make it the best thing that it could be.
Can I ask one more question?
Yeah, go ahead.
How are you guys getting financial support? Do you guys have like a website, or do you have anything that you're doing where you're able to support yourselves as students and have this organization?
Yes, right now we have a GoFundMe, and it's under the Cardinal Divas of SC. And also we are trying to fill out documents to get funding from the university.
All right. And I guess, and so, Greg, a lot of folk don't realize where USC is located.
In the hood.
It's in the hood.
It is in South Central LA.
and South LA ain't welcome on that campus, right, sis?
That's also very true.
Just being clear.
Yeah.
Just being clear. As a native Chicagoan, the question I want to ask you is really wrapped in the blackness. I went to an HBCU. I've taught for 22 years at probably the most prominent HBCU, Howard. And they're all the same as far as I'm concerned.
You also went to PWI.
I went to two, no question. But yeah,
right.
Like you said. So, and I'm very much aware, having gone to Ohio State and Temple, of how blackness performs in white spaces. For me, it's not about what you all are doing or not doing. It's about them white folk behind you cheering while you're doing it. And I know as a native Chicagoan, California was a real eye-opener for you, I'm sure, in terms of not only that campus, but the state, right? Yes. So my question is about, and again, to follow what Reese said, and certainly I ain't got no smoke for no sister named Isis. Okay, let's just get that out of the way. But what Reese said is so true when it comes to this question of spectacle and everything on social media. I saw a couple of remarks I didn't like, however, and this is where the question comes. that I have for you. Some people, not you, but others saying, this is the best of both worlds. What does that mean? That means that are you saying that the white school is better academically and the black school has all the dancing and culture? And I guess my question for you, at a campus that is less than 6% black, at a campus where, you don't see a whole lot of black people there, except if they're playing the revenue sports like that football team and that basketball team, how are you all grappling with issues of race when for a lot of those white folks in the stands behind y'all cheering, it's a spectacle watching black girls dance? How do you grapple with race on that campus, which I'm sure is a very different environment than the one you were brought up in?
Yes, absolutely. I'm a musical theater major, and I'm the only black junior in my class. And it's always been important for me to speak on these black stories and being able to educate those, even though I know that it's not my job to do so. But I feel compelled to always tell a black story, no matter where I'm at. So whether I'm in a predicament of showcasing black art, it's never going to be it's never going to be a performance for white people. It's always going to be for black people, by black people. And I'm just here to put it on the platform that it deserves to be on. And Majorette should be known across the country, any and everywhere, because dance isn't just ballet, jazz, tap, and this jazz that they call nowadays. Everybody deserves to see all the different types of dance, and that's all I'm here to do. And it's not to be a spectacle. And really, a lot of people after our very first performance, they came up to us asking, what were we doing? What is this? This is so exciting to see. They love to see it, and they just wanted to know more about it. And that's the one thing that I wanted to do. I want people to know what Majorette is, and so it'll never be a spectacle to me or my teammates.
Thank you.
All right. First of all, how many people on the team?
There's 10 girls on the team.
Okay. And since this thing went viral, have y'all gotten inquiries from other people who want to be on the team?
Yes. A lot of people have been reaching out, DMing me, even talking to my mama and dad. They're like, oh, are y'all taking auditions and da-da-da-da? And I'm like, whoa, relax. Guys, we just started, But it's really exciting to see that more people want to get involved now, and it's just all for the right reasons to just continue uplifting black art and black artists.
Will you allow any non-black dancers?
Honestly, that's really not what I'm thinking about right now, because there's already such a small amount of black students. I want to make sure that this space is comfortable to all black students. And so whether that means somebody that's not black tries to audition, they are more than welcome to try to audition, but that's really not what I'm thinking about or the team is thinking about. We're just here to continue telling the black stories and continue uplifting black dance.
All right, then. Well, look, we certainly appreciate you joining us. Glad to get you on the show talking about this here. And so, Princess Lang, thanks a lot.
Thank you so much.
All right, then. And so I'm sure when Reese goes to the USC, UCLA game, she'll be sitting near them trying to pick up some dance moves so she can...
Nah, they still the ops. I'm still Bruin through and through. I'll just twerk on the Bruin side, though, okay?
Yeah.
I'll be a spectacle.
Yeah, oh, Lord. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, that's a rare place for you. Gotcha. All right, folks, back to our Roland Mark Unfiltered video in just one moment.
Welcome to Atlanta, one of the most expensive housing markets in America. But rather than help out, Brian Kemp cashed in. He made hundreds of thousands of dollars in real estate. His net worth skyrocketed. And while Atlantans struggled to stay in their homes, Kemp gave $10,000 tax handouts to the richest Georgians and a nearly $700 million no-bid contract to his campaign donor. Brian kicked back Kemp, making Georgia work for him, not you.
Folks, Black Star Network is here.
Oh, no punches!
I'm real revolutionary right now.
Support this man, Black Media. He makes sure that our stories are told.
Thank you for being the voice of Black America, Roland.
Stay black. I love y'all.
All momentum we have now, we have to keep this going.
The video looks phenomenal.
See, there's a difference between Black Star Network and black-owned media and something like CNN.
You can't be black-owned media and be scared.
It's time to be smart.
Bring your eyeballs home.
You dig?